Hi guys! Today I'm here with Ahan Patel from Grow Minds.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi!
Today we're going to be talking about countries that were big or had empires and now are tiny, compared to their previous empires. We're going to start with one that's really famous, the British Empire.
Yep, the British.
Oh, I'm bad at using the drawing. I'm just going to do text. So, British was so famous. I think the Russia and
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about France and stuff like that. Well, the British France had its own empire. Yeah, like 5 years or so. Well, at the height of its empire in 1920, it took 35.5 million kilometers squared and 13.7 million miles squared. Isn't that big, Ahan?
Yeah.
Yeah. And here, I have a quick quiz for you. Guess how much percent of the world that it took up?
50%?
50%? Well, that would have been weird if it was 50%, but it's actually 26.35%
What?
of the world.
How many percent?
26.35% of the entire world.
Wow.
And there's this thing that I once heard that the British controlled almost every place in the world for at least some period of time.
Yeah, I also heard that
Did America have its own empire? No.
No, America doesn't have its own empire. It has a huge, a military, but it doesn't have, an empire.
Yeah, so...
There's also this saying, the sun never sets on the British Empire.
Yeah, that's right. Like, if it's at one place, yeah, you can explain that.
Yeah, any place, like India, U.S., the sun would still keep setting.
Yeah, the sun's always there at some time.
It would. And
now we're going to talk about its size now. So it used to be 13.7 million miles squared. Well, now it's 94,058 miles squared.
Yeah, 94,058 miles.
So, wait, I'll talk about France just now. You know what it says? 248,573 square miles today. You're correct. Anyway, so it used to be this big where the sun never sets, and now it's right on the prime meridian, and it's
only right on the prime meridian. It used to be across the world in every continent, and now
wrong. I have a question. Why is it British Empire and then it comes to Empire of Brazil? What? How is it empire in the starting and empire at the end? It's not empire at the end. It's just a country.
Yeah. After America defeated Britain in the Revolutionary War, that's when it started.
But actually its height was in 1920, it looks like. And you might know in the Revolutionary War, France helped America and Germany helped British. Yes. Next, we're going to talk about number 2, the Mongol Empire. Wow.
Yeah, isn't that is Genghis Khan? Was Genghis Khan in there?
Yes, Genghis Khan used to be the leader of the Mongol Empire for some time. The Mongol Empire. It was 24.0 million kilometers squared and 9.27 million miles squared. Of world, 17.81%.
All of Asia.
Yes, it used to take all of Asia. I think it stopped at about India or so, and then didn't extend far near Turkey.
I think it stopped. India was not really part of the Mongol Empire. It stopped somewhere near Turkey, I believe.
Yeah. And then next, the Mongol Empire took 17.81% of the world. And talking about Genghis Khan again, he was one person who helped expand the Mongol Empire a lot.
Yeah, this is not... Yeah, he unfortunately also killed 40 million people.
Yeah.
Which was sad.
Wow, that's a lot. Next,
Mongol Empire. You want me to tell you an even more interesting fact?
Oh, what?
Like, not just by related... Like, actual by blood related, not like Adam and Eve related. 1 out of 200 people are related to Genghis Khan because of the empire and how many people were killed. It was sad yet weird at the same time.
Yeah, that's interesting actually. Next.
I don't understand what you said, so.
Next, the Russian Empire.
Yeah, the Russian Empire.
You said
Do you
the
know
Mongol
Soviet
Empire
Empire
holds
or
the
the Russian?
Russian Empire.
No, yeah, what?
Is it the Soviet Empire or the Russian Empire?
It's the Russian Empire. I
Not
feel
the
like
Soviet Empire was also a little big.
Is there
but-
Scandinavia Empire?
no, there was kind of
Wait, what empire?
Scandinavia. It kind of had an empire, but not too big. Just normal.
Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't have an empire. So it did have an empire, but the thing is, it had lots of help from other countries. Like it was also part of Austria-Hungary.
Yeah. Okay, next, Russian Empire. 22.8 million kilometers squared, 8.80 million miles squared, and once again, guess how much percent of the world it took up on?
I don't know, 15%?
Pretty close, 16.92%.
Wait, guys.
I thought it was 16, but I was just trying to make it
I want
smaller.
to give you a clue. What's the next thing after the second thing after Russian Empire? It's in Japan.
No.
Clue.
We're going to only go over the top 5, and I don't think we
Yeah,
have
the
anything
Japanese Empire was also a little big, but it wasn't the top 5.
So, let's see, 16.92% of the world. And now, well, I wouldn't call
But did you
it...
see the British Empire is the biggest?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the biggest.
Well, this didn't really shrink down a lot, right? Still pretty big, Russia. It was like this, and then it went this. Next. So we just went over the top 3. Next is a Qing dynasty. How do you say Qing dynasty? It's part of China or something like that.
I think it's a Qing dynasty.
14.7 million kilometers squared, 5.68 million miles squared, 10.91% of the entire world.
Yes.
So, Qing dynasty.
King Dynasty.
Qing dynasty. Oops.
Hey,
I did it wrong.
I'll make a funny word of this.
King.
King Dynasty.
Oh, a bunch of
Dynasty.
kings. That makes sense.
King
A bunch of
Dynasty.
Is that how you spell the Qing dynasty?
Yeah, it's wrong. It's wrong. I know that. 10.91% is what I remember.
10.91%. Wow.
Oh, you know that's okay, the least thing we have right now is Qing Dynasty.
Next is
The Spanish Empire, which I was saying as the Japan Empire.
And the empire was pretty big.
Spanish Empire, 13.7 kilometers squared.
You know how I was saying Japan is like Spanish because in Japan they write Spanish,
So, let's read out, and let me type Spanish first.
Spanish Empire.
Spanish.
Why do you have to write Empire?
Because it is an empire. Next, let's go to facts about it. Okay, so the Spanish Empire, 13.7 million kilometers squared,
And billion, whatever, million.
5.29 million miles squared, 10.17% of the entire world. So,
Spanish Empire, what is it again?
10.17%.
Okay.
Okay, and these are our top 5 empires.
Oh, I thought there was more.
Cool.
No. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the fun stuff. Subscribe to Grow Minds Hans channel.
And
Thanks for watching. See ya.